at that point, I was like, I can't even imagine myself in this person's shoes because she honestly is going through a lot. Big eyeballs. You get?
You know, there was this girl in my area then when I was still growing up. You see the same thing. She had big eyeballs. And they used to call her Opolo Eye, Opolo Eye, Opolo Eye. In Benin, it means, it's actually a Benin term, which means big eye. Big eye, big eye, big eye. So anytime she's passing, they'll be like, Opolo Eye, Opolo Eye, Opolo Eye. But you know it. Like, the girl started feeling some, and I'm trying to just, imagine how the girl felt at that time, because I know it must have actually affected her self-esteem, because at some point she was not communicating with anybody. She just loved being alone, especially after they finished calling her that name. She would just walk away. She would not say a word. She would not say a word. She just walk away.
And one thing about people with low self-esteem, when they find themselves in a relationship, they accept anything their partner gives to them. You guys, in terms of even if the relationship is toxic, you will see them there because they have this feeling that they are not good enough, they are not lovable, and at the same time, they even feel the guy is doing them a favor.
So that feeling of inadequacy sets in. They feel that they are not good enough.
Yes.
So they endure the pain. They endured a lot of maltreatment in the relationship. That's a lot to take in. And most of the time, they feel they are the problem. Even when the other person, or let's say the guy is doing something wrong, they feel they are the problem.
Okay, we'll go on a quick break. When we return, we'll discuss more on this topic. Stay tuned.
At DSAG Engineering and Services, we anticipate, manage, and deliver. Since 2000, we have been a leading EPC company, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality service and timely delivery. With integrity, proficiency, and innovation at our core, we provide world-class solutions tailored to your needs. From engineering designs and construction to procurement, manpower outsourcing, and maritime supplies, DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services, anticipate, manage, deliver.
Welcome back from that break. And before we went for that short break, we talked about the meaning of low self-esteem, and we took a look at some of the causes of low self-esteem. Right now, I have someone here with me in the studio. We all know him, Mr. Lawrence Jr. Agwele.
Just because you see that gave me the name. Hi guys, how are you guys doing?
Good.
Great to be here with you for today.
Yeah.
All right.
So I would want to know, can you tell me some of the causes of low self-esteem?
Yeah, I listened. I overheard your conversation in the first segment, and you guys actually were on point with the causes you called bullying, childhood trauma. But although you could actually group both of them into the same thing, childhood trauma, even if some people would want to argue that adults can also be bullied, but adults that are bullied, they started experiencing that from childhood. So the only reason why an adult can be bullied is because as a child he was bullied also. So it's childhood trauma. It's a cause of low self-esteem. And there was also I would like to say environment where you grew up, environment where you come from. One of the things I used to say, you can't expect the child of a poor farmer in the bush and the child of a wealthy politician. For instance, I just read before I came here that former Governor Wike's son is already vying for House of Representatives, and he's just 25. Wow. At 25, I was thinking of what I would do in my life. So it's different, and if I allow that seep into me, and that now becomes my what I use in judging and deciding my life decision, it might affect my esteem. So there is the environment where a child grows up to that also it's a factor. Then there is also words. Words. Although I am one of those who believe that the words that are spoken to you shouldn't hurt you. But it depends on also on how you grow up. Basically, childhood is the common denominator. Yeah, because every other thing that would affect your esteem as an adult, you probably have an issue from childhood.
Okay, but you know, some people have low self-esteem and they do not know.
Yeah. Self-awareness is lack of self-awareness is one of the signs of people who do not have good esteem. They are not aware of themselves. They just assume they are who they are.
And most times, when you tell them that you have low self, they would want to argue with you.
Well, maybe because it is not also too nice to just directly tell somebody you have a low valuation of yourself. Yeah, but people who have, when you find that you are always doubting yourself, when you talk about yourself, you always this fake humbleness. I call it fake humbleness. You're humble not because you want to be humble. You're humble because you cannot afford to not be humble. It's fake humbleness. You are always undervaluing yourself. Every time you find yourself amongst people, you just naturally are inclined to see yourself as the least among them. You are not worthy to be in their presence. Like, who am I to tie the buckle of your shoes? You know, those kind of things. Then when you internally feel unloved, you internally feel disrespected. Then when you also find that you are always looking for love. When I'm talking of looking for love, I'm not talking of your emotional, like you are always looking for somebody to, what's the word? When somebody has to appraise you, somebody has to...
That's reassurance.
Yeah, somebody always has to be there to tell you what you are going, thumbs up, what you are doing is good. When you always need that from people, then something is wrong with your esteem. Yeah, something is wrong with the way you view yourself. So it starts with how you view yourself.
What would you say about people in toxic relationship and wanting to just be there to feel, okay, this person is loving me, like he's doing me a favor, loving me? I don't know. People do feel that way, even when they find themselves in a toxic relationship.
Being in a toxic relationship is not the product of low self-esteem. Okay. But abiding in a toxic relationship, living in a toxic relationship, managing it, it's a product of, there is this feeling that you might not get anything better than what you have. And I keep asking, why are you looking for something? Why is there this desire? Why are you pursuing people? Why do you want to pursue people? Like, must you be in a relationship to fulfill your life? You get the picture.
Like, imagine I have gotten to some certain level of my life, and I'm not in a relationship anymore.
No, wait, don't misunderstand me.
Okay.
I'm not saying being in a relationship is an issue.
Okay.
I'm just saying when that is now the bane of your existence, when it's not like what,
focus.
Yeah, exactly. Your life is built around being in a relationship. There are people who cannot exist without being in one form of relationship or the other. So those are the signs that you have issues with your self-esteem. Your mentality of yourself is poor.
Some of them even go as far as like comparing themselves with other people.
Yeah.
Like
people become now the thing about this is balance. Yes, there is what we call using someone's achievements to kind of promote your own growth. If this person can do it, I can do it as well. That is motivation. But when it's now me and this person finished school the same year,
and you're trying to compete with that person.
That is not.
Let me tell you something that happened to me some years back.
Okay.
Then I just started dating. I was young then. I discovered that my then boyfriend was like spending time with this particular girl.
Okay.
She was light-skinned. Me now, I don't understand what was wrong with me then. I went to buy cream so I can bleach my skin. So I can be light-skinned just like her.
Yeah.
You get why? Because I was trying to compare myself. I was trying to compete with this particular girl. I bought cream to bleach my skin more. The thing burnt my face got burnt. It was terrible.
So that is a sign of low self-esteem.
Exactly.
Like you are not comfortable and confident in your own skin.
Myself.
Another thing that people could look out for is people who are overly sensitive to criticism. Yeah, people take criticism poorly. They have issue. Their confidence level is low. They feel that once they are corrected, you are indirectly saying you don't know it. There are people who interpret correction as you don't know anything. So that is a critical sign of low self-esteem. Yeah, your confidence level is low.
But although I'm trying to feel something like, if you for people, sometimes people just say words to other people without getting to understand the feeling of that person.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes you that have low self-esteem, the friends you keep around you matters a lot. Because those are the people that would tell you, would build your confidence or something.
Yeah, that is talking about trying to come out of, when you try to come out of, you're trying to come out of low self-esteem, right? Yeah, but the thing is, you first of all, before you even get to that point, you first have to agree that I have an issue. There's an underlying issue that I need to work on, and you basically can't do it yourself. And let's not even get it twisted. It's not only quiet people that have low self-esteem. There are rowdy and noisy ones. Not all, no. That is where people think people are quiet.
Quiet have low self-esteem.
No, that's not the meaning. Because there are also people who, there's this saying, they say hurt people. Right? There are also people who cannot stand somebody else having attention. They always want to have attention. So they always do something to get attention. Or maybe by being a chatterbox in the sense that they talk, just be talking. When I was in secondary school, we used to have this boy. To an extent, he was funny. But what I noticed about him is he didn't know when to turn off the tap. Yeah, because he always wanted, he sits at the back seat. And one day I actually asked him, if you always want to be seen like this, why not sit at the front seat? Because you get up, you come to the front of the class and start disturbing everybody with noise and unnecessary joke and stuff like that. You could be funny, but at the same time you are overcompensating. That you want people to notice you, and you believe that the only way people can notice you
is to talk.
And exactly.
Sometimes to talk out of point.
That is also a sign. Then there's another sign that people also miss, which is pride. Right. Yeah, and I know people will wonder, how would you say pride is a sign of low? When this is the nature of man is such that if he has a problem, and he wants to compensate for that problem using shortcuts, he tends to overcompensate. That's the reason why a poor man who wants to be rich immediately will either go into dirty means to make the money, and we don't want to do the process. We don't want to go through the process. Yeah. Sometimes people who have confidence issue do not want people to see them as people who have confidence issue, so they replace it with pride. For instance, when we talk about being sensitive to criticism, I have experienced people that you try to tell them something, and I tell you who you be to tell me who you be for this, who you be for the kingdom. When you take home here, that is, you have confidence issue. When you just pride is your defense mechanism, because humans tend to have defense mechanism for their shortcoming. It's just sorry to say so. There are a lot of people who have issues with, I don't want to call it issues, but they are not blessed with height. They are not blessed with height. You see them when they are in public, they are they are, most times they are the voracious type. They are the loud ones that jump around, dance around, because they are trying to overcompensate. They want to be seen, they want to be noticed.
See, I remember one time somebody told me, he said, "You look like a broom." Like, why would you compare me?
Because you are thin.
He said, "I look like a broom."
Yeah, but good question. I will tell you something that my parents, I think my parents, even if my parents too sometimes, say certain things when we were younger, but there were certain things they used to tell me, especially when I report to them that this person said this about me. Like if when I was younger, probably when I was your age also, I was like broom.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I would not forget that there was the time we were praying for a passport, and I was part of the athletes that were running, and people from the side were screaming, "Hey, Aguele won't break, Aguele won't break." And when I told my mom asked me, "Did you break?" I said, "No." So why is it bothering you?
We'll quickly go on the break, and when we come back, we will continue with the topic.
All right.
Stay tuned.
At DSAG Engineering and Services, we anticipate, manage, and deliver. Since 2000, we have been a leading EPC company, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality service and timely delivery. With integrity, proficiency, and innovation at our core, we provide world-class solutions tailored to your needs. From engineering designs and construction to procurement, manpower outsourcing, and maritime supplies, DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services, anticipate, manage, deliver.
Welcome back from that break. In case you're just tuning in, we have been talking about how to deal with low self-esteem, and Mr. Lawrence here have been giving us very interesting opinion on how to deal with low self-esteem.
Yeah, thank you. So, before we move on, let me just add that low self-esteem is one of the major causes of leadership failure we have in Africa today. Where we have leaders that don't listen, leaders that are only prone to doing what they think is best. Nobody advised them. They are very they are terrible at handling criticism. There is no opposition. If you are the president, everybody should be in your political party.
The thing is, sometimes when you go online and say something about the president, 2 seconds, police don't reach you.
You understand? It's going to pick you. So if you are a president or you're a national leader and this sounds like you know you have low self-esteem. Let's continue.
Okay, so tell me, how do you deal with people with low self-esteem?
Well, I think one of the major challenges that is meeting a professional would be best. The reason why I would recommend that is they are trained to do all this kind of thing, because some of the things that are needed to handle it, people don't generally have that skill. Like for instance, we say to listen to somebody without judging the person.
Me, I go judge you.
Yeah, you understand. So it takes a level
judge you.
It takes a level of knowledge, know-how, and experience to. I don't judge people when I listen to them. I can vouch for that one. That okay. Everybody has a right to their experience. So you listen to the person without judging. What I mean, listen, like whatever situation you find yourself in with the person who has issue with, do not always be quick to pass judgment on the person.
Okay, I will not pass judgment to you, but I will listen, and deep down I'll be like, wow, so you can do this.
And so meaning if the thing, you cannot help somebody except it's from a place of honesty. That's the truth, because many of it requires a lot of effort, and if you are not honest about wanting to help the person, you would just do it haphazardly and go. But I think another thing you could do is you always words of affirmation and encouragement. Unfortunately, somebody who has low self-esteem needs affirmation. it's
Look
just
in the mirror every morning, talk to
it's
yourself.
just how it is. Yeah, you could do that for yourself.
Yes.
You could put yourself in relationships where people could do that for you.
And at the same time too, you could like celebrate your little wins.
Yeah, celebrate. That is if your situation can allow you win anything at all.
Ay, like no, like for instance, now in an office setting, and you know this person is like dealing with low self-esteem. When the person does something nice, you can just say, oh, this thing you did, I liked it. Keep it up.
Now,
you get that thing alone, it can build the confidence of the person.
Yeah, but I need to state here that in a work environment, it's not the job of your boss to manage your low self-esteem. The job of your boss is to make sure you get results. And if you don't get results, if your boss is tired, he will tell you to go home. We need to understand that, right? So that should not be misconstrued. Fine, the boss could have that patience, but there is a limit because you're on salary. You're costing the man money, you're costing the woman money. So that should not be, because another way low self-esteem can be handled if you are working with people who have low self-esteem is to affirm the efforts,
exactly.
Not just results. But the problem, if we take that like that, it will mean you have a bunch of workers who are just putting efforts and there is no results. And because you do not want to hurt their self-esteem, and you now, oh, well done, no, at least you try. It does not make sense for a business. That is why initially I say meet a therapist. Don't give somebody else's work to somebody else. But if outside work, maybe church, social gathering, a gathering where a lack of result is not going to impact turnover, yeah, you could affirm efforts.
Okay.
You can encourage or remind people of what their strengths are and devalue their weaknesses or like reduce their weaknesses. You know? Then also be patient. This goes both ways. The person who has somebody with low self-esteem in his life, and the person who has identified that he has a problem with his esteem, it needs to be patient. It needs to be patient. I am where I am today is a product of almost 5 years of consistent positive talk and environment. Like after when I finished school, I was not this confident in myself. Yeah, as a graduate, I doubted myself a lot. I could hardly even stand to talk to people at that time. Despite the fact that I was tall, I could hardly talk to people. I was working in an office where I had to attend to people every day. Initially, I struggled because I could not look at their face, and a lot of times people took advantage of me. I remember I worked in a music studio then in Benin, and the owner just employed me with that salary. I was just...
So you were doing free job?
I knew I should be paid, but I did not know how to ask this man to pay me. Yeah, it was that bad. It was that bad. I knew I should be paid. I know how to ask the man to pay me. So it got to a point that I started getting side gigs and keeping the money for myself.
It's better than you know.
But that's a testament to who I was when I left school. So it took about 4 years of being in the right environment with the right people who taught the right things, did the right things, and kind of developed me. Then the friendship, I made friends with people who are not just confident in themselves, that could rub their confidence in you. I used to have a friend that anything you tell him, you say, okay, me I could die now. They just say, bros, if I just buy a car now, okay, me I fall down and die because you buy a car. Like there is nothing you do that is. What's just my only side?
I have a friend.
And it gradually rubbed on me.
Till now, if I call this girl to tell her that somebody said something about me, oh, it's paining me, instead of her to say words that will like, oh, no reason like that, she will join the person, like she will add pepper, salt, maggi, everything. And you will just start regretting. I wish I know I could not just call this girl.
Yeah, so it is important if you find yourself like in such situation, put yourself in an environment that would help you. That guy might not know, but that guy helped me a lot because I noticed there was nothing that phases this guy. My father too is like that. I still remember growing up, if I tell my dad, Dad, this is what you pay school fees, we say, okay, I've heard. I will not hear from him for the next 1, 2, 3 months. It's when he has money, he has money. If he doesn't have, he will only tell you, hey, and his body, because I have seen parents that when they start to pay school fees, you see it in their body language.
Yeah.
This man,
He didn't care.
it's not like he doesn't care, but it doesn't bother, like it doesn't allow it bother him. It doesn't allow it bother him. So you start learning how to be, the world is unbothered by external things that you have no immediate control. I think that's what someone told me then. He said, why do you bother yourself over something you cannot do anything about? What do you want to do about it? Can you do anything about it? If the answer is no, so why are you bothered?
So why are you bothered?
So you find yourself in the right association with people and be patient. It takes time. Then another thing that you should not do is you should not dismiss your feeling. Don't dismiss it. That it's like your friend that you talk about. What she was doing was dismissing your feeling. At that point, she probably should have spoken positive.
Exactly.
So you use whatever they
Okay. Let me give you an instance. Remember I said somebody told me that I look like a broom. I go home.
matter.
Before we go, I go home and I was thinking about it. Like, so I look like a broom, that kind
Really?
of thing. I called a friend of mine and I was like, oh, this was what somebody said about me. And the person said, have you seen yourself in the mirror? Like, you are pretty.
But do you believe you look like broom?
Person to come now.
No, you yourself, do you think you look like broom?
I don't know.
That's the point I'm making. When you need, I think I should add is that you need to actually define yourself first as a person before you allow people define you.
Okay.
Before you develop a definition for yourself. Develop
Like self-confidence.
not just self-confidence. Title yourself before they title you.
Noted.
Like, this is for young people who have not found themselves in that place. Before you go into a relationship, because that's where all the nuts and bolts start breaking and becomes difficult to handle, because somebody's go and start dating before you have sense. Then after that, everything has jabaru. Before you go and put your life in somebody's hand, have something.
Yeah.
Like,
know your worth.
know who you are first of all before you go out there, because it's a dangerous place out there to just throw yourself there. So don't dismiss feelings, don't compare them to others, don't force positivity. If the positive talk did not come, then don't force it. Then it is more about how you make them feel when they are around you. Small, consistent action. Then for people generally, I think one habit, one character people should learn is how to take criticism. Everybody is not the same. Everybody do not want to be treated the same. I got criticized yesterday by somebody. Like, what do you mean I'm above criticism? Yeah, I got criticized yesterday by somebody, and what she told me, I saw it. Because if there's anything I like telling myself is I'm very self-aware. And when she told me this is how you are, I saw it. I agreed, yes, this is how I am. And it should be worked on. So change starts from that. If you do not like the fact that your confidence level is low, then you first of all need to agree that you have a confidence problem.
Then work on it.
Start working on it. Yeah. It is a thing that is built in bits. Something that somebody from childhood to adulthood has developed. It's not a switch that you're just going to turn off immediately. No, it's going to take a while. So you need to understand that little things that you do, little things that people around you do, would affect you.
And another thing I would want people to know is you having low self-esteem and being around with people that always agree to everything you say. Like when you talk down on yourself, they just agree. And not true now. I think you should like try to avoid people like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Avoid people like that who would always agree to your decision that you are not good enough, you are not lovable. I've just avoid people like that so you can grow.
Great.
Yeah. So we'll go on a quick break. When we come back, we will talk about how to overcome low self-esteem.
At DSAG Engineering and Services, we anticipate, manage, and deliver. Since 2000, we have been a leading EPC company, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality service and timely delivery. With integrity, proficiency, and innovation at our core, we provide world-class solutions tailored to your needs. From engineering designs and construction to procurement, manpower outsourcing, and maritime supplies, DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services, anticipate, manage, deliver.
Welcome back. Before we went on that break, we talked about the definition of low self-esteem and then the causes, and also how to know people who have low self-esteem, or how to know if you have low self-esteem. And now we'll be looking at how to build your self-esteem, or how to overcome low self-esteem. And there are so many ways to overcome low self-esteem, and one of them is identify you have a problem, like identify the problem.
Yeah, identify the problem, and at the same time, surround yourself with people that support you.
Yeah.
It is very, very vital to surround yourself with people who would want to build you. And like, for instance, I'll use myself as an example. I know I have low self-esteem, and I have been working on it too. Recently, I started hanging out with a friend of mine. Sometimes when I talk, the way this guy looks at me, I'm like, Faith, don't say that. Don't say that about yourself. You get? So anytime I'm around him, he makes me feel I have this confidence in myself.
That you are valuable, you're very, very important.
I am very important, you get? Then, aside that too, another thing I also learn to do is anybody giving me negative vibes, I just choose to stay away. Let me give that person distance. I remember something
but you know, negative vibe, when you say negative vibe, if it is good to walk away from people that give you negative vibe, but then it's also important to know that through those people you can be able to identify some things that are actually problematic, like that are actually a problem to you. You might not understand from, like, if in your own perspective you feel that, oh, this is actually good, I'm good like this. But when those people highlight it, you'll be able to work on yourself. It is good to walk away from people with negative vibe, but then it is also good to pay attention to what they are saying.
Yeah, so you can use
so you can work on yourself.
Let me tell you something. See what happened to me some months back? Let me not say some months back. It happened to me. I found myself in a funny kind of relationship. And after some time, I don't know, from the relationship it went, something happened.
Okay.
And I was no longer getting the attention I used to.
So you're actually an attention seeker at that time?
I like attention. So I was no longer getting the attention I used to. And I started having this vibe that I think there's someone in the picture already. At that point, I started feeling I wasn't good enough. I will call this person and I will be crying.
Like, I think that's why it's important for you to practice self-love. Because if you don't love yourself, it will surely show at the end of the day, especially when you are into a relationship.
And the thing is the way you place yourself.
Yes.
That is how they will also see you.
So the way you want to be viewed, you should carry yourself like that. If you want to be seen as a royalty, you need to behave like one. You cannot expect someone to treat you like royalty when you treat yourself like trash, like you treat yourself like a garbage. You feel that you're not important. And then someone from somewhere will just say, oh, my princess, my queen. And then the person just be busting your bubbles and all. And when the person decides not to say it at some point, that what we are saying in essence is that love yourself. We've been able to
associate yourself with people that align with your value.
Yes, yes. Everyone has a goal in life. So always associate with people whose goals align with yours.
And at the same time to challenge yourself from every negative voice telling you that you're not good enough. My dear, you are good.
Everyone has an inner voice, but then those people that have low self-esteem, theirs is usually very, very hostile. So ensure you get rid of that hostile voice. Replace it with a positive one. Say positive voice to yourself. Like in the morning, you can just wake up and look at the mirror. That's why it's very good that you get a mirror in your house. Get a mirror, look at yourself and say, this is me. Let me use myself as an example. You can say, I, Juliet, I am a winner, I'm not a loser, I am beautiful, I am intelligent, I am smart. Like, I just be saying positive things. Though I'll fail at some point, but I am not a failure. There is room for improvement. I'm going to do better. Just be assuring yourself, like, affirming those positive words, because it has a way, it does something to your brain.
Exactly.
It does something to your brain. There was a time I went to school. I was in school. That was in secondary school. I think we just finished writing exam, and then my friend was like, I was singing, because one thing about me,
You like singing.
even though I don't have the nice voice that some people have, but I'm the kind of person that loves singing, and I don't really care about what you think about my voice. So at that point in time, she was like, Juliet, what are you singing? What kind of song is that? Look at your voice. And I don't know what happened. Like, something just came up, and I was like, that's my voice. I love it. And I love it like that. Like, I won't change it to anybody. That's that's the voice God gave me. So I will accept it like that. And I'm so proud of it, even if sometimes I sing through my nose. So, yes, it's normal. For me, I do sing through my nose sometimes. The thing is, I was able to identify the problem on time, and secondly, I was able to defend myself. No, I didn't mean when she made that statement, I just kept like,
and you started thinking about
next time she'll be like, Juliet that always sings with her nose. Like, it will not be like an attacker point. Like, she already knows where to get me and how I would react. So what I'm saying is, ensure that you know yourself. Say positive words to yourself. Early in the morning when you wake up, go to your mirror, say positive words. All this positive affirmation, it does a lot to your brain.
And at the same time too, my dear, limit comparison.
Yes.
You go die, you.
Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop comparing yourself, especially when we are in a social media age where a lot of things happen. Some people, they like to compare themselves with what is going on social media. They forget that social media life is an edited version. Yes. Funnily enough, those people they compare themselves to, or they compare themselves with, they've forgotten that there was a time in their life, or there was a point in their life where they actually experienced struggle and all before they came into limelight. And sometimes some of them, they've not even come into limelight. They are still struggling. They are just trying to bring that fake life, fake life kind of vibe to pepper them. In Nigeria, we call it pepper them. Like, you want to pepper them, you want to show them that you have arrived, you are doing well for yourself. If you should go to their houses to check, you know that there is nothing there. Yes. So do not compare yourself to people, because it's possible that you're even better than those people. Yes. So don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself.
See, you see this social media thing, there is a way it affects though. I remember sometimes there was a point in time in my life where I was like going through social, like before I used to be active on Facebook. Now you will not see me on Facebook, because anytime I just enter Facebook, this one is getting married, this one not born, when this one take the apple, and you are just there. then the next thing, you start having this feeling of, is it that I'm not good enough? Because sometimes I do think, how do you find a man that you love the man to the extent you are getting married to that man? How you take the apple? I want to know.
That's why they say there is time for everything. Even twin, like their destinies differ.
Yeah.
Even if they come out from the same womb, their destinies differ. You don't expect, okay, because A has made it, B is yet to make it. You will not say B is a failure. No, B is not a failure. Just that it hasn't gotten to B's time. When it gets to its time, it might even do better than A.
Exactly.
So don't compare yourself. And another thing is set boundaries. Let's set boundaries. Yeah. If you're not comfortable with something, speak up. Don't just swallow everything. Swallow. There's an idiom that says you swallow it hook, line, and sinker. Just swallow everything the way it is. You don't just want to talk because you feel that if you talk, you might not be heard. Like nobody wants to listen to you based on maybe because of the home you came out from, or because of the environment you've been to, or because of the people that you've related with over time. But then always ensure you set boundaries. If you are in the middle of a conversation and you feel disrespected, you can just say, I do not like that, or I'm not comfortable with that. You saying it does not mean that you are disrespectful. It actually shows that you have boundaries, and there are some things that you like, there are some things that you don't like. So when you say that, people will learn to respect your boundaries. They will.
And so another thing you should also learn to do, take care of yourself. How you look, how you present yourself, how you talk.
Yes.
Yeah, take very good care of yourself. Don't let one son of man somewhere to start making you look wretched.
Behave the way you want to be addressed. Behave well. Dress well.
Dress well.
Talk well, like speak well, dress properly. Because most times people tend to judge us by our look first. Before they get to know us on a personal level, the first thing that comes to people's mind is how you look. Yes. So it's crucial that you take care of yourself. Outward appearance matters. Same way the inward appearance matters. But before people will get to know you on a personal level, they would like to judge you from your outward appearance. And also, do not anchor your words in values. Anchor your worth in values, not approval. What this means is that do not tie your value to what people have to say about you. That if somebody don't say, you are doing well, you assume that you are not doing well. And when they don't say it, it reduces your self-esteem as each day goes by. So anchor your own worth on your own value. Everybody has value. Everybody has something that they hold in high esteem. So your own words, your mindset should be fixed on your value.
Exactly.
What kind of person? You should ask yourself, who do I want to become? Like, who do I want people to see me as? So that's where your mind should go, not you seeking approval from outsiders, because definitely people will get tired. Even a mother that gives birth to a child, at some point, the mother will escalate, especially when the child is disturbing too much. The mother will be like, leave me alone. Can't you go and play outside? What I'm saying in essence is that if you continue to live your life on the basis of people's approval, it's going to affect you. So anchor your words in your values, not on people's approval. It's very, very important.
Exactly. Let me tell you something. I told you I was in some kind of relationship and I started feeling I wasn't loved, like I am not a lovable person. It was one fateful day and it was crazy because then, my dear, I didn't eat for like 3 days. Because of somebody's son.
Hey.
I didn't eat for 3 days.
And somebody's son was somewhere relaxing,
enjoying life, my dear. Then one day,
what a word.
One day, I was sitting, I was doing something, and this voice just came like, you are not good enough. That was the exact word that I was hearing. And the next thing was, this person that is even making me feel this way, this is what I did for this person. I did this one, I did that one.
It was making you feel as if you had the problem.
Yes, and the next thing that came to my mind was, my dear, any man that is going to have me is going to be one lucky man. I just
yeah.
told myself.
Just know that you are lucky. Like, you're a lucky person. You are good. You're smart. You're intelligent. You're all. So next time when somebody tells you are not good enough, you can say, I'm still growing, and that's okay. Meaning you've identified the problem and you are making efforts to work on yourself to become better.
And in conclusion, if the issue is getting very serious, please go and see a therapist.
Exactly.
Go.
One
and
who
see a
specializes in
therapist.
CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. Yes.
So, do you have any final words to say before we call it a day?
Okay, like I said before, do not pay attention to what people have to say about you. Rather, your own value, your anchor should be on your own value. Like, focus on yourself. Practice self-love. Always make positive affirmations each time you wake up. Value yourself, love yourself, make yourself a priority. Don't ever feel less of yourself. It's very, very crucial.
That's nice. And that's all on today's episode on This Just Me. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platform, like, share, and subscribe. You can watch us on the go via our app, accessible on Android Play Store. I am Adeze Thompson.
And I am Juliet Ogemoyi. Thanks for staying with us.
Bye.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Nah, and I'm asking for 100 million out of 500. Why can't you give me 100 million?
For me, if
Yes.
I'm answering for myself, because I know I'm never going to. If I have 500 million,
Hey,
and she's asking for 100 million, I wouldn't even think twice before giving it to her.
Okay.
Because I know what she's worth. I know what she can do with the money.
Okay.
So when you ask for